We are... Ooh, that's very loud in my head. Earphones. We are live. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are on this wonderful planet we call the planet Earth. My name is Desican Owl, and welcome to Star Citizen 2.6.3. Yes, it is another Monday, and we've got another stream for you guys. It's going to be absolutely awesome, or at least I hope it is, because we've got several things to talk about. My goodness, has it been an active week for Star Citizen, and may I say, a very secret week. Lots of stuff being leaked out from CIG themselves, and then finally a ship reveal. Now, I'm pretty certain you guys have all lost various states of mind because of this wonderful vehicle. I'm not so fast, but then again, you know, we're going to talk about it. It's fine. It's great. I have just realised I have got this little widget on the side of my screen. So I'm going to... Oh, no, that's not cleared it. Go away. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I had the chat settings box open on the open on Moobot, which kind of means I can't see what the chat's doing. Anyway, you might notice something a little different with today's stream. I might be sounding a little bit clearer. I hope I am.
You've got the situation handled.
Have you now? I don't think you do, because the number of times I've been here and you've not had it sorted are many and various. Many and various. Anyway, what I was talking about was the fact this is here. Yes, I finally did what all big boy grown-up streamers do and get myself a boom stand, because previously I had the mic down here. Which, of course, when you've got a keyboard here and joysticks here, means that, yeah, fun things do tend to happen. Especially when you try and move around and get things sorted and not knock into anything and try not to blow people's ears out with banging into the headphones. Delta 05, roger that, heading to Delta 05. So hopefully this will sound a lot better. If it does, guys, don't forget to let me know if I'm a little bit too loud, if the background audio is too low, anything at all, please let me know. I have had to diddle with the settings a little bit on this microphone, because previously it's a USB mic, so Windows, what it doesn't do is it doesn't like to boost the audio from USB mics manually from inside the Windows taskbar. I had to install some external preamp software which would allow me to artificially boost the gain whilst also tuning the various levels. So if it sounds good, let me know. If it sounds bad, also let me know, because I'm more than willing to fix it. This is, after all, your stream. You have given your precious time to me, and I hope to give you a good experience. Now, as we get into our F7C and I have myself a little sip of the Coke. Coca-Cola, not what you're thinking. We will see what we're doing. Now, I have, as you know, invested in a set of X56s. And, unlike last stream, I can use them properly. So I've been... Let me tell you what I was doing. Now, we'll fly around Olisar whilst I explain, whilst I muck around with decoupled mode with my mini sticks. Wow, the frames are crunchy tonight, as per usual, I suppose. I was messing around in Star Citizen on, what was it, Saturday. And those who follow me on Twitter know that I got into a little bit of a fight with another Twitch streamer who goes by the name of Pathogen UK. He's the leader, I believe, of Unis Squadron. Now, he was on doing his Twitch stream, and I was there as well, and I was messaging him saying, do you want to fight, bro? Because he was public enemy, or at least his mate was. So I dip into the system thinking, yeah, I've got my X56s, I know how to use them, I'm going to wreck this guy. No, turns out it was the other way around. I got completely wrecked by him. Now, the difference between what I'm doing now, what I thought I was doing now, and what I was doing then is that I was using coupled mode. Now, coupled mode allows me to use the in-flight safeties to direct where my ship is going to go. If, for example, if I take put couple back on, you can see that my throttle takes over and I start heading forward in a straight line. I can shut the throttle down and it brings me to 0. I push the little mini stick forward, I accelerate again, and if I let it go, it'll drop back to 0 again. Those safeties mean that my ship will go forward and backwards, left and right, but it'll always return to 0. If I toggle coupled off and then push forward on the mini stick, you can see my speed increases, and then even with the stick completely let go, I don't slow down. In fact, what I can do is I can start to rotate on my origin, my point of rotation, and I can go 180 degrees round the other way, and I'm still travelling in a straight line that way, which is really good for engagements, especially when you combine it with things like the boost button and the afterburners. You can become really mobile and really effective really quickly, as long as you know what you're doing. Now, I've tried this multiple times, and I've managed to get some pretty decent fights in with NPCs, to the point where I feel relatively comfortable with what I'm doing. But it's going to take a lot more practice. But that's okay, that's what Olisar is designed to do. Actually, it's not. It's designed to be a hub for non-criminal players to spawn and enjoy the persistent universe. What I'm using it for is ringing running practice. And honestly, all I've done for the last couple of days is just dip, dodge and weave in between all of these rings over and over again, just trying to get a handle on how this thing handles. This is not my final ship in Star Citizen. My final ship is a hell of a lot bigger. It's a Carrack. It's designed for exploration. But you get the idea. I fly around, I can quite easily spin on an axis, and then when I need to, I just boost forward and I can change direction really quickly. I've still got G-Safe on, so I won't red out or black out, but, you know, for what it is, I'm not half bad at it. So we're going to try and do our usual. We're going to go to the ICC missions. We're going to enjoy some of those, hopefully enjoy some of those, and we'll try it out with the mini sticks. Now, if you remember me watching these streams previously, you'll know that as soon as I jump into here and then jump to my next point of interest, what usually happens, and we're going to just very quickly check the groupings here, an 85X and a Vanguard Warden. That's okay. Yeah, as soon as we jump to the first nav point, which Tessa gives us, inevitably what's happened is there's already a player there in the instance, which means that it's going to spawn me a whole bunch of ads, which usually includes a saber. Now, I'm running with, as you can see here, CF227s. They are laser repeaters. Not advisable when you're trying to go up against a saber, because the saber is made of shields. It really is. I'm not kidding, it's made of shields. Why are you obstructed? There we go. And so when you're shooting it with a laser cannon, you're going to have to deplete that shield before you can even start hitting the armour. What's recommended when you're going up against a saber is ballistic weapons. You've got your Mantis miniguns. Those punch through a saber like a hot knife through butter. But because I'm stubborn and I always like running with Badger repeaters, I like this setup. So, okay, we can already see we've got Rocket Bert, who's in a Vanguard Warden, and we've got Hopeful End that's in an Aurora. I'm not entirely sure what Aurora variant that is, but I mean, good luck to him. Oh, we've got another friendly just jumped in. It's Flexin in the 85X. We're going to have a major brawl on our hands, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm probably going to come off the worst for it. But we will see. That's all half of the fun. Now, I'm still off coupled mode at the moment, so you can see how effective I'm being at just flying with this. Oh, we've got another friendly. 2 friendlies, actually. Goodness me. We've got a Freelancer, and we've got a very beaten up F7 Sea Hornet. And there's the bogies. 2 bogies. As soon as I jump in, a hell of a lot more are going to appear. And our poor little friend in the Vanguard Warden is going to have his arse handed to him on a silver platter. There's my extra ad. So we're going to instantly engage this Gladius because why not? Oh, and I successfully blacked out even though G-Safe is on. Maybe because I had that. Right, okay, hopefully no one's paying attention to me, so I've stayed alive for that. Well, that was embarrassing. there's a whole mess of players, so hopefully this will mean that I'm relatively okay. I'm still scooting along because I'm still on afterburner speed at the moment, so that's the reason my... he says that's the reason why his sticks aren't working, or why they're not registering to him. There we go. Come on, register. There we go. The poor little guy he's just completely screwed. Why am I not registering? All my... yeah, I've still got all my engines, so that's not the problem. The problem is, I don't know, it could be the sheer volume of players in this area. Everyone's desperately trying to get the kill on the Gladius, which has suddenly gone down. That's causing me to lag like crazy. My inputs aren't being registered with the stick. Oh my gosh, the client is really crunching. Netcode, come on. Work with me here. I need you, my friend. I need you. Come here. So, come on, get into range. There's a friendly. And I'm out of power. There is somebody firing indiscriminately behind me, which could cause me problems. The problem is that these frames, I get on target, and then my system lags to the point where he's already... oh gosh. I'm being attacked by a friendly player who has decided that I'm in the way. He is being hot-marked, but the problem is he can't focus on a single target. So he's just running like crazy, desperate to try and kill it, at least hit somebody. The guy behind me with the Mantis is just firing indiscriminately, and I mean, fair play to him. He's actually hitting the target more than I am, but at the same time, he is also causing all kinds of problems for me. He's hitting my aft shielding. That's me trying to stop my foot from cramping up. It's been doing all night. Oh, did I get a kill just then? Okay, so that's all the targets done in this area, but it does mean that A, I've lost my orientation, and B, there is a whole mess of players, but by the looks of things, are going to be following me through the ICC mission. Now, I could be wrong about that. I could be. It's unlikely that I'm wrong about that, because they usually, if they manage to finish this off in significant numbers, they will do that, just that. Oh, they seem to be interested in just taking kills. So what we're going to do is we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to boost past them, and hopefully this saber won't pay to us too much attention. And we'll go from there, and we'll see what happens. I'm just having a peek around the microphone to see whether I can see anybody that's chatting. Nope. That's okay. It's a Monday. Everybody is chilling out with a beer, just watching. And if you are enjoying the stream, welcome. My name is Desican, and I'm playing Star Citizen 2.6.3, and there goes the saber. And because I keep pulling back on the stick because I'm awkwardly positioned, it means that I am constantly losing my afterburner. But that's okay. And we approach our first ICC mission. We're doing well. We haven't been destroyed yet, but then again, we are not the first to arrive here. That 85X is the first to arrive here, and he worked out the hard way why we do not ram these things at 500 miles an hour and hope to live to tell the tale. Well, it's his funeral, I suppose, at the end of the day, if he wants to damage his 85X by doing that. My biggest concern is because with the Vanguard, he was firing indiscriminately, which could mean that he really doesn't care about anything other than getting this mission done. Which probably is very bad news for me, because what that means is that he will probably jump out of his ship, and there's the Aurora. Probably going to jump out of his ship and shoot me in the back.
I am glad that I can be part of your story too.
Now, I've not had that problem before. It's usually that I'm able to go do the ICC mission, and it's only until the final one where I end up with the problem of people shooting me in the back as I try to clear out those two starframes. The Warden, Vanguard, is trying to
Appreciate you looking into
do
that
something
scam.
clever. Now we're going to just very gently push down.
Between me and you,
We've decoupled,
I've been hoping we might discover
so we'll
new
spin
life.
around.
Like a
We'll
sentient
activate
robot or
our
something.
jump computer.
But
We'll
what you found was
recouple,
pretty neat too.
and there we go. The flight sticks are being really weird. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Ah, good evening, Dark Lady Samael. How's it going, my friend? Are you enjoying the stream? How's it going where you are? Right, I need to pay attention to my quantum fuel, because the last time I tried this, I ended up getting stranded and had to suicide, and that wasn't fun for anybody. So, Des needs to keep an eye on his
Thanks for looking into that.
quantum fuel.
Really
And Des
helpful.
loves speaking in the third person. No, I'm not going to do that, because that's kind of weird. Right, Tessa, register that I'm here, because no one else is. I'm going to approach it at full speed, because that's cool. So, let's launch off the first talking point of the evening, which is Aegis Eclipse. Has everyone seen the lovely
You busy?
B-2 bomber
Quick question for you. This sounds
Star
serious,
Citizen
right?
lookalike? It is a beautiful little ship. Neptune buffering session. Switch to phone, which works better for some reason. It could be that I'm streaming at 1080p at 60 frames a second, and I do that for two reasons. The first reason is because I don't have the manpower, or at least the computer power, to be able to record in high definition and pump out at a lower definition for Twitch. Usually, most people stick to Twitch at 720p at 30 frames a second, and more power to them, because that is a perfectly good system. But I think games like this require the 1080p. But it does mean that if you have a not so stable internet connection, it does mean that you could end up with a juddery stream. So my best suggestion to you is if you look down at the bottom of the player, there should be a little cog, and that should give you the option for transcoding. And that transcoding option should allow you to be rendered in a lower quality than what I'm currently outputting. Because that way I can then give you a decent video on demand when I transfer it over to Twitch tomorrow evening, or tomorrow morning. So if you've missed any bit of the stream, or you want to catch up with some bit that I've done something stupid, and you want to crop that out and then stick it into a highlights of Des failing video, you can. And it'll all be in glorious 1080p 60 frames a second, assuming the server allows that. But yeah, it'll allow you to stream it on a different device. Now, I've had people in the past say to me, Des, yeah, you really should be doing it at 720 at 30 frames a second. To them I say, pah. If you can get it, you can get it, and if you can't, that's okay. There's always the transcoding. I think I've definitely got that option activated. If I don't, then let me know.
We are under attack. Please help.
Right, okay, ICC2.
Finally, some
And we've got a saber. So we're going to decouple. Here we go. The boost is active. He fires at me. I'm just going to do a lazy shift across. Whoa, he's already hit me. So we're going to go instantly into evasive, do a lovely flip. Right, we're not going to let it... Sabers are dangerous when you get them to point at you. So, goodness me, whatever you do, do not let him get his nose gun anywhere near you, because that will end in almost certain death. And sabers, they're not friendly ships. And here comes the problem I had previously, where I said, whatever you do, don't fight sabers with CF-11 Badger repeaters.
Thank you for helping me.
Oh, really?
Maybe someday I'll be able to return the favor.
That might be an issue that I need to fix. Maybe the affiliates allow that kind of thing as well. So there you go. There's an incentive. If you can help me get to, what was it, 500 views and 50 followers,
Space is
I might be able
dangerous.
to fix it. Worst case scenario, next stream I will drop it down to 720p at 30 frames a second, and I'll find some way to record the whole thing at 1080p so that when I stick it on YouTube, you can enjoy it in that format and everything else below that. Apologies for that. I'm hoping, by the way, that you're watching on Wi-Fi and not network, because if you're watching at 1080p on a network, that's going to eat your data like crazy. So please, if you're watching on data, don't worry. You can always catch up the VOD. I'm sorry. I will drop the stream quality next time. But yeah, you can already, going back to changing away from the Twitch chat, going back to the X56s. You can already see how I become a lot more adept at being able to fly this thing with the mini sticks. That's a week of training plus learning how to use the decoupled mode. Incredibly important. If you want to get better at flying, use decoupled. It allows you to be a hell of a lot more responsive than being in IFCS mode. Interestingly, my prediction didn't come true, and we're not seeing the same group of people flooding through from ICC 1 to ICC 2, which suggests they're all hanging around ICC 1, have become disconnected, or have finished with ICC 1 and gone meh and buggered off to do something else.
Hey, you busy? There's a DB blinking like
Coca-Cola.
crazy on my screen. Here, I sent you the location.
Suicide
Take a look,
command.
It's a win-win. They get help, and I get to stop hearing the
ba- ba- ba-
damn
ba-
thing
ba.
go beep, beep, beep every freaking second.
Actually,
and
tell you what,
DB
I'll
stands for distress beacon, by the way. Because I realised I might be the only one
Alt
who calls them
GR
DB.
and
Feel free to
press.
start using it.
Sorry, my helper thing kicked in. In my spare time this week, I've been sitting on the Spectrum help desk. If you follow Star Citizen and you're a backer, you can access the soon-to-be in-game but currently out-game new forum variant called Spectrum. And there's a help desk where players can help other players out. And if you've got any questions about Star Citizen, you can always ask them. I think I fluffed it again. Have I fluffed it? I think I might have fluffed it. Because that was a hell of a long journey. 7... What's that one? 9-1. Cryastro. 9-1. 34. Oh dear. Oh dear. 35. Oh dear. You know that thing I said I was supposed to do of keeping an eye on my fuel? Yeah. I kinda didn't. Oh well. Am I going to rent the new bomber when it becomes available? My goodness, she is beautiful. I mean, I love the aesthetics. It's got B2 bomber. It's got SR-71 Blackbird. It is a beautiful, beautiful ship. The only problem is that it costs an absolute ton of money, and it's not really suited to my style of play. Renting, on the other hand, maybe. If it becomes available when it's flight ready, if it becomes available as part of the subscriber rotation, then yes, I would love the chance to fly it. And maybe when that time comes around, if we can hop into the seat and I can fly it around Arena Commander for you guys, that would be stellar. And if it's on the subscriber rotation, I can fly it around the PU. But yeah, something about the bomber gameplay has really not really interested me. Hey Paragon, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, I'm not a big bomber fan. I'm an explorer. So when Star Citizen launches, and I'm sorry if I'm messing up my S's, I feel every time that I go about 20 minutes into my stream, my S's come out funny. And when your brain starts thinking something you're saying is funny, it becomes that much more difficult to say. But yeah, I'm an explorer by trade, or at least I want to be an explorer when Star Citizen drops. So I've got myself a Carrack. Biggest exploration ship in the game, as far as I can tell the best, apart from the Endeavour, but the Endeavour is a big old tugboat, and she is really a researcher and a scanner. She's not really an explorer. Carrack is the biggest and best. Now, I was really excited to get the Carrack, and I got it at Gamescom last year. I got it at breakfast just before the Gamescom presentation for Star Citizen, and I got really excited. And then as soon as I bought it, I got buyer's remorse and gone, well, what am I supposed to do now for the rest of the game? I've got the best ship for what I want to do. So what I'm thinking of doing is I won't melt my Carrack package, I'll keep that, but I might just buy an Aurora LN or something like that, or an Origin 315p with the cash that I raised from the first couple of days in game. And then with that, I will do my exploration fortunes, because as lots of people pointed out, as Ben Lesnick and that I've always been very keen to point out, you don't have to buy every ship in the game to truly experience Star Citizen. I totally agree with that. And there is some pressure from CIG to buy ships. I know they say that you don't have to buy ships, but come on, it's turn game down. It's a bit hard to hear you over the combat. Right, okay. See that I can work on, guys. I can work on. Let me just kill this guy because I can't pause this in game. So I'm sorry. Just turn on your headphones. I'll talk a bit close to the microphone whilst I try and figure out what the hell I'm doing. Ooh, that's very close to slamming into an asteroid. Don't know what he's trying to shoot at. Don't lag out on me now. Come on.
You messed up now, Scared.
Come on. Don't know what. Okay, right. Okay. Let's log back into that. Do that. Right. If I drop desktop audio by a bit, is that better? If I fire my guns and then talk, my indicator is going slightly above the noise of the background. So is that slightly better? Let me know. I can drop it by a little more if you guys need to. Yeah. It's feedback like this that helps me improve the stream for you guys. There's no. If you're sat there thinking this guy's a crappy streamer, I am. I'm not going to lie. I've only been doing this now for a month and a bit, and my levels are still a bit odd. And to be honest, whenever you start streaming, even if you've been streaming for a whole bunch of time, those levels can get really screwy. Even between gaming sessions, even if you haven't touched the computer for a week, you can log back in, you can set up all your streaming equipment, you hit the record button, and your microphone's out, your webcam's out of sync, and your game's just not loading up because it's crap. Oh, it's an Ewok, a wild Ewok Piz. Hey buddy, how's it going? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Star Wars fan. And just a little spoiler, it's my brother. Yes, I have a brother. Say hi in chat. Cool. Thanks, Dark Lady Samel. Greatly appreciated. Right. I always get this one messed up as to where on earth the squeaker is. I think it's this one up here. So we're going to go up this way. Paragon Green says, my goal is to work up to the Endeavour from what I have now. Yes, it's much better now. Good. Okay, the audio's good. Yeah, the Endeavour is an interesting prospect. The only reason I'd go with an Endeavour is if I had the James Webb Space Telescope thing strapped on top. Because, yeah, the James Webb Space Telescope, in all honesty, just it pushes all the right buttons for me. I mean, for goodness sake, it's a planet hunter. It's going to go and take pictures of planetary atmospheres. I mean, how cool is that?
Day 73.
They're getting it. They've already stress tested it. Everything is working nicely. So hopefully we should get some really nice images of the TRAPPIST-1 system in the next couple of months or next year or so. That'll be awesome.
I swear, the new operating system is designed to not work with these old
How's it going, Ewok?
Anyway, still undecided about
because this. Speaking of it, I think this is the first time you've seen Star Citizen, isn't it? For those of you that haven't seen Star Citizen before, if you're watching, kind of scary. It is kind of scary. Star Citizen is currently the world's most funded, or the world's biggest funded game on Kickstarter. In fact, it's the biggest crowd-funded game in history. Currently, we stand at over $150 million raised. That's purely by backers. No external investment, no publishers, no nothing. And what you're seeing currently is a very early alpha build. Ooh, have I done a silly? I've probably done a silly. I'm going to bounce off something. Actually, what am I doing? I've run out of fuel, so I can't get back anywhere. Tell you what, we're gonna have a giggle, and we're gonna go point back at Crusader, and we're going to jump as far as we can, and then we're going to suicide because it's funny. Now, not that suicide is funny. I must point that out. Let's make that distinction right. What was that? I think the residual glitch from the it isn't the highest funded crowd-funded thing. No, just it's just the crowd-funded game. Hang on, what the fluff? Did you react to that asteroid and you didn't like it? Yeah, it's isn't it? Yeah, is it? Yeah, it's definitely the highest funded game. Whether it's the highest funded crowdfunded thing ever is a question mark. Lies upon truth upon lies. Okay, good to know. So I didn't need to highest funded ever. Well, there you go. It's the highest funded thing ever on a crowdfunding website ever. So yeah, it lies. It lies. You can even if it says you're going to run out of fuel, getting there, you can still get there. Okay, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to alpha testing. Come in. I'll take your coat. No, that's B. I want to hit N. There we go. We're gonna be reckless here. We're going to do it without the automation. Reckless. Shut down that. Drop that. Do that down. Ooh. Dark Lady Samael asks. Ooh. He didn't ask that. There we go. He didn't ask that. Dark Lady Samael asks, have you given any thoughts into any profession that you'd like to try or hope to try when it becomes available in Star Citizen? Ooh. My favourite mission, or favourite profession ever is going to be jumper. Not the thing you wear. I'm a jump point navigator. So, Star Citizen is built around a series of systems. There's going to be about 100 in the game when it launches proper. And connecting these systems are little tunnels called jump points. Or not little tunnels. There's little ones, medium ones, big ones. Now, having those tunnels, you think that if they were static, one pilot would go through one of those tunnels and that'd be it. With 100 pilots, or even just one pilot doing 100 systems, it would all be charted. But the wonderful thing about it is they're all dynamic. They're fluid. They wobble around. They're never going to stay static. So I want to be the one that goes around charting these jump points. I want to have that sense of exhilaration of... If you've ever seen Interstellar, you know that wormhole they first approach. We're not talking about the black hole, we're talking about the wormhole. It's that gravitational lensing of light around the centre of the wormhole itself. It's the thought of approaching that and then navigating through this globular space-time to another system, a potentially uncharted system, because there's almost certainly not going to be just 100 systems in there. There's going to be extra ones that are going to be hidden. So we're going to have to first detect these jump points. Then we're going to have to navigate through them, and then we're going to have to find the worlds that lie beyond, and not just these balls of nothingness that are sat around a sun. These are balls of nothingness that we can land on. We can find stuff. We'll find wrecks. We'll find indigenous life. We can collect plants. We can play with animals. We can find hidden treasure. It's that Captain Kirk kind of lifestyle that really speaks to me. I mean, kissing alien ladies. Don't tell my wife. That's an optional. But no, that really tickles my fancy. It really does. And so I've created an org to run it. It currently sits at 5 members, of which Paragon is one of them. And our focus is on exploration and logistics. So if you ever fancy a guild, an organisation that, if you ever get the game and you fancy an organisation that does those two things, you're in good company. We're also looking for someone to head up a fighter escort wing, because we don't really want to be paying other orgs to do that for us. That could be quite a costly overhead. But yeah, the other thing that I'd like to try whilst I'm in the game is role-playing. I am a big fan of role-playing. And not where you think, kinky bugger. I mean, if you want to go there, we can talk about it, but you know. Yeah, I'd love to do some role-playing. I've been watching several of the role-players for Grand Theft Auto on Twitch recently. I mean, there's been a phenomenal spike in the number of people that are interested in watching RP channels for GTA 5. And I'm thinking that they've got such a limited tool set with GTA 5, and they're able to create these fantastic streams. What can we do with Star Citizen to make those streams better? We'll have voice chat. We'll be able to interact with objects like ships, furniture, everything down to coffee cups. We've got ships that are designed for prison transport, military vessels, exploration vessels. We've got space stations, ground combat. We have all these wonderful tools that can speak of a bigger story within the universe. And the possibility of finding my own niche in there is and then playing that role is absolutely fantastic. So yes, in the long answer to your question, yes, I would love to do an explorer role for finding items in the universe. I'm just going to move closer to the mic just in case my levels aren't 100% effective whilst I pull the trigger on this Gladius. Woo, you're getting a bit friendly sometime. But I'd also love to RP. I think I remember you saying that you'd picked this game up before, so what's won every single stream, I swear. I get tripped up over my words. Ooh, that was easy. What professions are you interested in? Anybody in the chat, what professions are you going to be doing when Star Citizen goes out of beta and goes live? I already know what Paragon's going to do, because he's my logistics officer. And he's got a Banu merchantman. So I know exactly what you're going to be doing. Hauling expensive things. Only to get torpedoed by Aegis Eclipse and Retaliator bombers. Going back to the Aegis Eclipse, yeah, because I never fully answered the question. Yeah, she's a really beautiful ship. Love what they've done. I was reading this morning the Jump Point magazine. Ah, mercenary force, smuggler, pirate. So you want to be the Han Solo kind of Han Solo-esque person in the galaxy. Which would be awesome, by the way, because you'll have to subvert not only NPC scanning, but you'll also have to subvert player scanners as well. But there are some fantastic pieces of kit for that. But yeah, the Aegis Eclipse, she's a really beautiful ship, but she doesn't speak to me for what I want to be doing in Star Citizen. She's a bomber, she's short range, she's a single-seater. I mean, granted, the F-7C is a single-seater fighter, and she's fun to play, but most likely the stealth bomber is going to be reliant on stealth composites. It's going to be lightly armoured because it doesn't want to be seen. So you're going to stealthily approach a target, probably a very large capital ship, spam as many torpedoes into the side of them as you possibly can, and turn tail and leg it as fast as you possibly can in the opposite direction. Which, yeah, it's that kind of guerrilla combat that doesn't really appeal to me. But yeah, she is a beautiful ship, and almost certainly if I get enough credits, I'll have one in my hangar.
Though, to be honest, by the time you get there, not sure how much good you'll be.
But,
And I just won the pessimistic.
you know, it's fun to blow things up though, so long as it's not my ship. No, I totally agree. It is very fun to blow things up, and I'm hoping that's what my Carrack will afford. She also won't be very well armoured, even though she's an ex-military ship. She's designed for long-haul transport and accommodation. So she'll have some decent armour, but she'll have crappy weapons to make it easy to pilot and push through jump points and everything else. So I'm under no illusion that my choice of ship is going to be perfect for everything, but no. The ship I really want in my hangar is an F-7A. Now this is the F-7C, it's the modern version of the modern, I say 2945 version of the Hornet. Back in 2012, or 2942 in Star Citizen terms, when the first renders were put up for the Kickstarter of Star Citizen, it showed off a ship that looked remarkably like the Hornet. And back in 2016, I think it was about March, April time 2016, they released an updated version of the F-7A. And, oh, she is beautiful. She's decked out in olive green UEE Navy livery. And, I would really want one of those ships. She is beautiful. Granted, she's not an 85X, she's not an 890 jump, she's not curved, she's not sleek. But what she is, she's just pure military firepower.
If you know what's good for you, you'll stay out.
Oh, we've got a cutlass, our first cutlass of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. And with the cutlass, they're big, slow, and incredibly easy to hit. And you can quite easily rip the wings off the butterfly, because she is a butterfly. You get them into a belly down position, and granted, she's also, like the Sabre, she's a ballistic. Oh, there we go. See, that's one of its engine pods. And because she's now immobilized, he says as he realizes that his engines are still firing. Yeah, she's a beautiful little butterfly. If you've ever seen Bugs, Disney Pixar Bugs, I'm a beautiful butterfly. And she is a beautiful butterfly. But you pull one of its engine pods off and it becomes next to useless. There we go. Nice and easy. Top tip, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fly a cutlass and let people rip your wings off. Now, I said the other reason I like the F7 series is because they are tanks. If you're going to get behind a ship in a video game, or you're going to get behind anything in a video game, make sure you get behind one of the ones where the fans are very passionate about it. Because 9 times out of 10 they'll get buffed. Now, I know that's a bit sleazy, but hear me out. With the F7C, you can rip the wings off, you can rip the tail off, you can pretty much rip the whole nose off, and you can still take that thing back to a landing pad and land it. It is the epitome of a tank. You get a Buccaneer. It's a two little twin engine, little tiny pirate, well, Drake fighter. You lose one part of the wing on that thing, possibly an engine, and it'll just slew to the left every time you fly. You basically have to have the stick hard over right just to fly in a straight line. Now, the F7 series might get a debuff. It almost certainly will. It's a bit OP. in the right hands, it is very OP. But then again, most ships in Star Citizen are OP in the right hands. I always say that a newbie player in a Vanguard Warden or an Avenger Titan will lose a fight to a Pro and an Aurora MR 9 times out of 10, unless that Pro is really, really screwy. I've had people on the help desk ask me what's the best ship in the game. And I always have to tell them whichever one best fits your playstyle, because everyone will have their favourite ship to fly. And to be honest, you get used to how the ship handles. I've gotten so... because this is my Arena Commander loaner, and it'll probably be my Arena Commander loaner into 2018, I've gotten so used to flying the F7C that I know exactly how to handle it in most situations.
Got something for you.
I'm being buzzed by 2 targets,
2 words.
an Aurora
Distress
and
beacon.
another F7C.
Distress beacon. Sorry. I didn't have breakfast.
Who is trying to track me? Why are you trying to track me? How bizarre. Right, what time are we on? 45 minutes. I think we're almost at the end of the ICC missions. If we manage to do it in a sub-hour, that'll be really impressive. Because I've never done it in less than 1 hour 10 before. Oh, and I fluffed it. Stop! Right, there we go. Now, the only reason I've stopped it now is because I know this one's quite a long distance away from me. And I really don't want to have the same situation occur again where I fly it across and then realise that, yes, really, this time I have run out of fuel. So we're going to go on a little sojourn back to the Cryastro station again, where we're going to land.
Do not engage, pilot.
Hello.
Leave this to the professionals.
No, I want to get involved. This is going to be fun. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a pirate. Oh, and he jumped. I could go pirate hunting. Do you want me to go pirate hunting? Because I probably can work out exactly where he went. And he doesn't look like that good a player, so it would kind of be like kicking puppies, because he's going to jump wherever I go. Probably what's happened is that he was trying to go to Korea to lose his crime stat. And those two have chased him down from Korea, or at least trolled him at Korea into firing on them. And after he's fired on one of them's killed themselves. And he's got the crime stat for it. And so now he's being chased across the Crusader system by 2 players that are going to refuse to leave him alone. It happens. It's an unfortunate part of Star Citizen, but you know the crime situation here on the game currently is a bit. It's placeholder. It's not fantastic. There we go, and just like that, repair complete. I love these drones, don't get me wrong, but I'm really looking forward in the main game when players will be able to do this, because to do the repair job, it'll cost money, and there'll be real-world implications for any damage you take to your ship. I mean, it's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And we're almost at the end of the fuel. There we go. So let's lift off. And retract landing gear and boost forward. Gauge engines. There we go. And we're off. Actually, going back to talking about the future of Star Citizen, hopefully the future of this stream, I have 2 pieces of information to give out. The first one is a statement, and hopefully you'll be very excited by this. I have been given permission by my wife, yes, I do need permission, to add an extra streaming day to my schedule. Currently I cruise along just doing Mondays, but I've now gotten permission to run a Wednesday stream as well, so if you want to jump in on that, same time, 8 to 10 UK, but I will be kicking about on the PU doing exactly the same thing, or hopefully something interesting. What I might do is I might go and mess around the com arrays and see whether we can get some more emergent gameplay happening. Because this seems to be my usual Monday fare, is that we talk about what's going on in the week in Star Citizen whilst we're flying these ICC missions, and then when they're finished, we probably go to Covalex and finish that one off, and then that seems to round out that stream. The other stream I'm thinking about doing is doing a bit more of the emergent gameplay. Was rather than doing the ICC missions, we sit at Olisar and we have a chat with people. We go and probably steal a ship or two. We run an escort for a Retaliator squadron. We go to Yella and we muck around in the asteroids for a bit. We go and find the public enemy, and hopefully he won't kill us a bunch of times. So, if that sounds like a giggle, don't forget to check me out Wednesdays 8 till 10. So yes, that's another date for your diaries. What was that? Did you guys hear that? There was a very loud explosion just happened there, and I didn't get a detection on my radar. So that wasn't a player. Or if it was a player, he's gone. Right, the second piece of information that I'm going to give you is more of a question. And it's a question spawned out of this viewings of role-playing.
You chose the wrong part of space to fly
The
through.
RP for Grand Theft Auto. If you guys are interested, would you be interested in watching a streamer that does RP in Star Citizen?
Take your jobs a lot more seriously.
Because if that's the case, what I might do is I might do my Wednesday streams as an RP session. This will be where I really get tested in terms of my ability to control my ship and also see green in front of white.
Big mistake.
Paragon Greenie saying he enjoys stealing other people's ships, but he's a nice guy and gives them back after a while. Yeah, it's always, especially if the player's a newbie. Oh, Des, come on. I think this is going to be me derping into an asteroid, so before I do, I'm going to activate IFCS. And then disconnect it. And then reconnect it. I'm going to shut down the main engines. And then...
Messed up now,
Come
Scout.
on, come on. Kill. Oh gosh, they are really mucking around. Right, okay. I heard a jump just then. My frames have tanked. There we go. Is that... Which one is it? I mean, okay, so... It seemed... Well, Dark Lady Samel suggested it might be interesting for me to do an RP playthrough every so often. Yeah, you're right. It really does depend on how the game fleshes out, because currently that's all it is. It's destined to be a very immersive game. I mean, there's only so much RP you can do with a mouse and keyboard. Most RP, well, I say that most RPs are done on a tabletop these days, but you're still talking to people, or you're still engaging in conversations. It's very difficult to maintain an RP situation in just text chat. And I've got the emotes, but even then they are very limited. And plus, the problem with non-RP servers is people either don't understand what you're doing, or they tend to take advantage of you.
My convoy was hit in
So I could
transit.
run a test stream to see whether that
We couldn't
would
get proper
work.
distress. They shot my ship up and vented the others. I mean,
But it would. I think it would be fun to try out, if only for one stream a week.
yes, it
Leave the other stream exactly like this. It's just talking
sending
about
out
Star
low
Citizen.
pulse distress. Hopefully they won't pick it up. If you're in the area,
I suppose the other thing we need to talk about this week in terms of Star Citizen, mentioning that, is this the slight controversy that popped up
Just being someone who flew by one day.
beginning of, well, sort of the middle of last week, where CIG put out that they were going to be taking away $0 cross-chassis conversions for Star Citizen. Now, in and of itself, this wasn't a problem for the majority. Why is my... There we go. Ooh, that was a bad idea, Des. Let's get a bit of reverse thrust into that, because that was almost your canard taken off. Now, there seems to be some confusion in the forums as to whether that $0 CCU refers to both current ships and as well as concept ships, or whether that's just concept ships. I think it refers to most of the ships, or at least that's my understanding of it. See, the idea behind it was that CIG now charges you $5 to cross chassis a ship, which, if you've only got one ship that you want to cross chassis, that's $5 on top of an extra, what, $30? I mean, yeah, it's a significant portion, but it's not horrendous. What is it? It's designed to deter is people who have stockpiled thousands of these preparatory cross chassis upgrades. So what they can do is they can then sell those ships on to other people at greatly increased prices. So these people are gaming the system to get a profit.
Hey there, stranger. Not to sound mysterious,
Which is not very nice, in all honesty. It's kind of a bit of a dick move, to be honest.
I would myself, but can't leave.
The other reason that CIG gave was that the stockpiling of these cross-chassis upgrade ships was that it was skewing all of their data, because the eventual beta first live release content will be dictated in part by the number of different types of ship that everybody owns. So the reason was given, if there was a significant portion of people that owned a Banu merchantman, then there'd be trade ships. If a lot of people owned a Gladius, then there'd be more combat missions. If a whole bunch of people plumped for a Carrack, then they'd need to explore the option of exploration missions, or litter the world with extra goodies so that everyone had something to find. So on that basis, I'm happy with the change too. Even if it's for every single cross chassis upgrade, I'm okay with that, because it means that it does mean that we get a fair, I say fair, game, because there's no longer people making a profit off of people who desperately want an Endeavour but can't afford one. Well, didn't have time to pick one up in the sale. And who want one now, because you can always wait for the anniversary sale or Gamescom sale most of the time the ships come available, and it's kind of a weird situation. I'm just throwing my 2 cents into the ring whilst I fly and wait for Tessa Bannister to give me my next mission, please. I have no idea what that sound is. Well, no, I do know what that sound is. It's someone getting a crime stat. At least I think it's someone getting a crime stat, because that's what the sound that usually plays when I get a crime stat. I think they're still being echoed around the PU. Something's up. Oh, come on. Come on, Tessa. Give me something to play with. I want to go on my next mission. I mean, I could do some more decoupled whilst I wait. There we go. So we'll just fly around the ICC probe until she gives us our mission, because that's how we roll. Our 2 little friends have buggered off. Who are you? Oh, Fan in a saber. So he can wreck me if I'm not careful. So I'm just gonna keep my eye on him. I'm not gonna judge him too harshly, but you never know. He could be a bit of a naughty boy. Maybe she has been assassinated. Tell you what, I'm gonna just boost away very quickly, and we're gonna. Because the wonderful thing about the afterburners is you can use them in reverse, it seems. Okay, we are 10 kilometers out, so let's just boost around. Our fan's left us, so he's got his mission. Why aren't I getting mine? Tessa. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I will leave the system and come back. Or have you already given it? I've just not been paying attention, because it could be that I've just been sat around here for ages not listening. Yeah, you gave it, and I'm not not paying attention. Whoopsie, because I've been talking. My bad. Sorry. Not doing well tonight. I've forgotten my fuel. Check my fuel, and now I'm screwing up these ones. It's all fun and games. All fun and games. And that the microphone is suggesting that it's still just slightly higher than the desktop. I'm just gonna we're gonna spin. Whilst I fix this. Right, okay, I've dropped the desktop audio by a bit more. See whether that fixes the problem. I'm gonna go back to my joysticks. There we go. Okay, we're up to afterburners, and I'll take my hands off the gas. I think I just saw a notification on my phone. Yes! Ladles and Jelly Spoons. Citizen of the Stars has now just gone active on YouTube. So at the end of this stream, go and check that out. It's got Adam Weezer, who is one of the law team in Quantum Questions, which is always a giggle. And you've got the good old Twitch favourite for Star Citizen, Captain Richard, who will be answering questions about probably how he came to Twitch and how he does what he does. So that'll be good. And then, of course, you got your subconscious, and you got what's in the verse this week. I'm pretty certain it's going to be Bug Smashers on Wednesday. We've got a law post on Tuesday, Bug Smashers on Wednesday, ATV Thursday, and Happy Hour Friday. Oh, the other thing we need to talk about. What did you think of this week's ATV? Oh, the lighting. Oh, I'm going to tell you. I was at half mast. I was at half mast for most of that lighting section. I was this close to a nerdgasm a bunch of times. I'm a big fan of the lighting in Star Citizen. It looks absolutely incredible. It's set to get a whole lot more. And then they chucked in that cheeky alien reference right at the very end, with the particle, the fog part, well, the sand particle effects on that abandoned planet with the big mega structure. Because we know that Nathan Dearsley, the current vehicle art director, is he vehicle art director? Or is lighting director, or some kind of... He's one of the directors. Sorry, Nathan, if you're watching, I've completely forgotten what you do. Yeah, he worked on Aliens something. He worked on one of the Alien movies, so he's a big fan of sticking in Alien references wherever he can. You can see him on most ATVs wearing a Wayland Yutani hat or something like that. Right, and the thingy is in here. If I just boost around the corner, it should be right there. There it is. I'm getting better at this one. It used to be. It took me 10 minutes to work my way around this one. But yeah, that LV-427 reference of the giant megastructure with 3 Marines walking into it through the particles and the dust and and that reclaimer just sat on that planet with the light beams penetrating through the fog and the coolant outgassing from the legs. Oh, there was just so much to like about the lighting, so much. And I was saying on Twitter that you can get a hell of a lot of horror elements into Star Citizen for cheap with that lighting tech that they've got. It'd be so easy to interject some horror, even for situations that look mediocre. Well, it's not mediocre, banal on the surface. Say the inside of a Starfarer, which has been destroyed with coolant leaking all over the place and a dead crewman. And yeah, I don't know. There's so much to like about this game, and every day we get closer and closer to its release, even though it's going to be many years in the future, many years. we're getting closer. It's all coming together really nicely.
Keep helping me out like that, and I just
I mean, really nicely. I'm already a cartographer, as most of you will know. You head over to the RSI website or type into Google Star Citizen Cartographer. There's a mini game you can play which will net you a forum badge for cartographer, and my goodness, it's hard. You have to run through a series of challenges or series of situations if you're the captain of a carrack. And I swear at certain points it's more about luck than skill. It must have taken me 20 tries to get that thing done. 20 tries. It was so frustrating. I get so close to the end and it would just go nope. But I finally did it. That final try. You know when you want something, you've played through a hard game. I've never tried Dark Souls, but I can imagine it's something similar. You're tackling one of those bosses and you've failed like 600 times to kill it, and it's that final one where you've given up all hope and then suddenly you manage to do it. That's what it felt like, and that was just a website text scroller game. It was it was that frustrating. Look, I've listened, and she's giving me an ICC mission. Excellent. Yeah. Dun dun dun. I know. I will desperately try not to, Tessa. Your concern is touching. But right now, I am... it's this one again. Come on, register. Why am my X56 is not registering all of a sudden? They were working perfectly fine this morning. And now they've stopped working. Oh, SciTech, why you hate me so. And of course, this is ICC 7. So we're one away. What time are we on? 1 hour 7. So we're not going to do our sub hour. But that's okay. They usually take quite a while. We've been pretty damn good at this one. Pretty on point with most of our shooting, most of our piloting. I've not derped into any asteroids. Haven't done that for 3 streams now. And, I mean, I'm not going to jinx it, but I think I'm going to be able to survive this without destroying myself on these ships, which happened about 6 times last stream. So you don't have to watch me going back to Olisar every time. Also a bonus. Right. Long-time viewers of the stream will know that ICC 7 is the one where we get the Vandal. And for those that don't know, Vandal are the main aggressors in Star Citizen. If you've got a big universal baddie, the Vandal are them. They stand at a whopping 7 foot tall. They're very reptilian. Well, not so reptilian as one of the other benevolent alien species, the Xian, which, no offense to CIG, when they showed off those pictures, they did look like Super Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know it's not nice to say, but yeah, you guys need to go back to the drawing board on that one. Do you hear me, Donny? Goddamn scythe. I've done this so much that I know exactly what it means, or what it says. But yeah, the Vandal are nasty. And if you get the chance to check out some of the videos, if you go to YouTube, type in Star Citizen Vandal Driller, you'll see one of their ships. It is a vicious little bugger. And I'm talking vicious. Because their main MO is that they're a bit sort of nomadic, they're tribal. And they'll all go around in packs. Right, we need to get out of here quickly. Because a Vandal is going to spawn, and it's not the regular kind of Vandal, it's a nasty Vandal. So we need to get out of here toot sweet. 52%, we'll go to a Cryastro to get ourselves some fuel. You can currently play through, in the single player portion of Star Citizen, in Arena Commander, you can play through something called Vandal Swarm. You go against waves of increasing difficulty of Vandal, and their ships are like croissants, so they're curved. And unless you get them top down or bottom down, they are incredibly difficult to hit. I mean, real buggers to hit. I only completed Vandal Swarm once. I did try it on one stream a couple of streams back, and I got a glitch where I got both infinite boost and both my wingmen got glitched out at the final battle. So I had all my 3 lives right until the very end, and I lost them all in one go. Yeah, what on earth is going on? My sticks don't seem to be registering anymore. Come on. This could be an issue. I've got a whole bunch of things plugged into an external running off one USB, so that could be the problem. But yeah, I haven't done anything with my sticks since I got them, other than play Star Citizen. I haven't bothered to link them into the back of my computer to the spare 3.0 ports. So maybe it's time I got myself an extension box purely for these things, so that when I do want to sort of start playing more Star Citizen, then at least I've got those mounted there and there. Little bit more Coca-Cola, methinks. The sticks are still good. No, they're very good. They're helping me a lot. If you ask me whether I could purely get away with just doing dual sticks, probably, but I wouldn't enjoy it. I'm a HOTAS player by heart. I honestly am. I've picked up. I do still have my X52s here, and I picked up and I tried mucking around. I haven't plugged it in. I've just spent my time imagining what it would be like. And you kind of have to play it as if you were constantly decoupled. There's no other way around it. You won't be able to map a throttle to that. So in regular play, when all you want to do is just, you know, oh come on, react, there we go. I think, yes, it must be a connection issue. When you just want to, you know, boost forward like that and hold it, instead of having to push one stick and hold it forward, you've got this more granular control. Sorry, much more chunky control. This is the first time I've actually had this kind of problem. I think it could be the fact that I'm running a webcam, a microphone, and 2 highly powered peripherals. No worries, Dark Lady Samel. Yeah, check back on Wednesday. I will be streaming again, and I will be streaming at 720p, so it should get a little better for you. But it was great. It was great to have you with us. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I will see you later. So take care. But yeah, it's. I mean, I like them. They're nice. They've got enough buttons. I haven't pressed enough. I haven't linked enough of them up yet. I'm still running on 2 mini sticks, and I've got one of the hats assigned to mucking around with coupled and decoupled. I've got one of the buttons assigned for afterburner, and then the rest of them I'm reliant on the keyboard for target selection. Right, okay, you're giving me my last one. Yep. Right, okay, so that one's still telling me to come back to the ICC probe. See, they call this a probe. This isn't a probe. This is a space station in its own right. It's massive. It's only slightly smaller than Olisar in terms of size. Right, so the final ICC mission, ICC 8, and we're at 1 hour 14 minutes. So I think this is one of my better runs. Now it's going to say. Now what happens here? This is a bit more of the emergent gameplay I was talking about. My scanners won't be able to pick up any smaller ships in between those wrecks until I get a lot closer. And last Monday we tried this, and we met with another little player who then decided to nick our F7C. I shot them in the face. or at least I shot him in the cockpit, and then he got out of the cockpit, drew his weapon, and by the time he'd drawn his weapon, the hitbox had reintegrated for the player model, and I just crushed him with an arc light pistol, which I bet he wasn't too happy about. So we're going to do my sneaky trick. What we're going to do is we're going to fly across to the opposite side of the furthest starfarer, and we're just going to very gently align ourselves up with the bottom of its wing. Now hear me out, it's a bit weird, but no, I'm stable. No, okay, not stable. Why am I not stable? Come on. Right, now I'm stable. Yes. Because you see those two little circles which I saw when I was coming in. When you stick it here, they kind of intersect so that pilots have to get right up close to be able to see you. So I'm going to just leave it here because it also means that they might not see it when they try and nick it. Last thing I want to do is be asking for a ride back to Olisar from a pilot who has not even got this far, because when the number of people that manage to get out here are rather small. Now I'm going to go for the furthest starfarer first, and the reason why I'm going to this furthest starfarer is simple, because I want this crate here, this green crate right here. And this green crate contains the Devastator shotgun. I mean, you can run with the bearing arms assault rifle, sure, by all means. You can run with the arc light, but I guarantee you there's nothing better for close engagement than a Devastator shotgun, energy shotgun. The reason why, it's got 3 rounds in the clip, and even at long range it'll only take 2 to take down a player. First shot they'll spot you, second shot they're on the floor. Well, first shot they won't, if you got time it right, the first shot they won't even know you're there. Second shot they'll hit the floor. So even if they're turning to face you, in this kind of space combat it's very difficult to sort of turn really quickly and get right on target unless you're really good with your mouse control. So this is my preferred weapon of choice. I also like to pick it up because any other players in this area will then be denied the option to pick up a Devastator shotgun. So I will have the upper hand in every engagement, especially in such close quarters. I'll be able to put enough ammunition down range to be able to destroy most players in really quick succession. And I'll go a bit quieter here because A, it's a bit late. Now we're getting to 9 o'clock, 9:20 UK. And my wife might already be in bed, and because the streaming room is right next to the bedroom, I might get shouted at if I speak too loudly. The other problem is it helps my concentration. And long-term viewers of the stream will know the reason why I'm doing it this way, he says as he crashes with his frames. This way, not many people know about. Oh, come on, up you go. Because it does this. It's probably going to kick me straight out the side of the ship because it's all glitchy and all wonderful. There we go. Hello, peekaboo. Because most people, what they'll do... Ooh, and the frames are naff. Goodness me, this is really bad for tonight. Yeah, most players, what they'll do is they'll just go straight through the ship, through this bottom section here, into this hatchway, up, and then in through this door and across here. So we're just going to very quickly check our corner. I'm going to check our other corner. I haven't seen any other ships, so unless someone's been stranded out here by a pirate, we're not going to see any action. Hopefully. But yeah, classic places for them to hide are this side of the door because you'll be focused on getting to the captain's quarters. The next place they can hide is in here because, again, it's not very stable. Nobody comes from there, I've worked out. Everyone comes through here unless you're really savvy about how you play it. The next thing to do, always make sure you go Rainbow 6 down this section because then at least you'll have your gun pointed in a smaller target, which is your head, rather than your legs, because the last thing you want is for a random player to suddenly pop up and derp you straight in the legs whilst you're coming down, because then you can't return fire. And your inertia will mean that you'll have to press the spacebar for quite a significant period of time to scooch back up the way you came from in order to be able to flip over to then attack your target in the way originally described. So it's much easier to approach these kind of things in 0G head first with your gun up, so at least then you've got something to return fire with. Granted, it makes you easier to headshot, but at the same time, the smaller hitbox, because the model is such that your model is the hitbox, there's no sort of extra bits out the side, or there's no blocky aspects, or you're not with the likelihood of you getting trick shotted is minimal, because it's a smaller area, and people tend to panic, because this is not like an FPS game, a traditional FPS game where you can run around arcade style and shoot a bunch of people and get away with it. Ooh, someone restored our comm link. Ooh, goody. So if I shoot somebody, then I'm going to get a wanted level. Well, it's good for me, because if someone shoots me, they'll get a wanted level. But at the same time, it's bad for me, because if I then shoot anybody else, because of course there's no VoIP. Without the VoIP, people just tend to go for the trigger. It's a very kill on sight game, unless you've got text chat available, and I really don't want to be text chatting people where I am, because it's global text chat, not local text chat, and global text chat tends to highlight where you are to everybody else, and they will swarm on you like a mother trucker, like bees on honey. So I'd rather not telegraph where I am. I'd rather just shoot first, ask questions later, and clear my bounty at Korea when I get the opportunity. And there we go. And we have successfully done that in 1 hour 20 minutes. That's including the time at about the 8 minutes I spent mucking around in Olisar explaining what I was doing in terms of my decoupled mode. So all in all, I think we've done that in about 1 hour and 10 minutes, which is pretty phenomenal, actually, thinking about it. That's not bad. I've still got 40 minutes of this stream to go. So I guess the question now, guys, is what do you want to see me do? Now that I have finished this stream, now I've finished what I set out to do every Monday stream, which is complete the ICC missions. Is there anything you want me to cover? Is there anything you want to see? I can go to Covalex and do the Covalex missions. I can clean up all of the comm arrays. I can hang around Olisar and see what kind of trouble we can get up to. Because we have got, yes, we've got another 40 minutes of this stream. And I've successfully managed to complete the ICC missions without dying. Which is always a bonus. And as I get into my F7C sideways, because, you know, it's an alpha. Ooh, okay. Do apologise if you can hear that. That is my cat. He is a bit grumpy tonight for some random reason, which means that he's a screamer. And he's a pretty loud screamer at that. So if you hear him, pay him no heed. He does stop after a while, but it does sound like that. It sounds like he's being strangled. He's not. He's fine. He makes it up just to get sympathy. He is the most spoilt cat on the planet. But he makes out like we don't love him. Which is not true, we do. But yes, because I've had to turn the gain up so high, you will hear him occasionally. I'm trying to get a bot set up for Twitch chat. You might have spotted it, the warning on the splash page for the chat. I haven't got that set up yet. I need to take that notice down because it could potentially be scaring people away. But at the end of the day, I want to be able to reward you guys for watching, and that involves giving you some points. Now, I could go with Rivolo or something like that, which has a system already put in place, but I want to put stuff on my own website, and I also want the educational experience. I've got a Raspberry Pi I'm setting up and coding to run this kind of this point scoring system. So every time you chat or every time you've spent 5 minutes watching my stream, you get a point. And then those points can be redeemed against prizes. So, for example, I know that some streamers with their points they will give you the option to give a treat to their cat. So maybe if you hear him scream and you want to donate 5 of your Twitch chat points, I don't know what I'm going to call them yet, but if you want to donate 5 of them to give him a treat, he will get very fat, but he will also be your next best friend. Oh, shush, you silly cat. You're not being murdered. Right. I am going to check out the list of comm arrays. Because somebody cleared the comm array for ICC 8, I'm assuming what's happening is a whole bunch of people are running around doing them, because the list is kind of sparsely populated. Actually, going back to the point system, what I might also do is for raffles. Oh, that's another point. This coming Wednesday, because I'm celebrating my first Wednesday raffle. This one's already claimed. No, I'm going to be nasty and leave that for him. They'll destroy his ship, unfortunately, but there's nothing I can do. He'll just have to jump. Yeah, on the Wednesday stream, I'm giving away some Hanger Flare. If you're not a subscriber, Hanger Flare is given every month to subscribers, with extra Hanger Flare given away on special events such as CitizenCon, Gamescom, anniversary live streams, etc., etc. Is someone already on this one? And that's a Gladius. This could be where I die. But I'm the... Actually, no, the Gladius is going to be our biggest problem, so let's take him out first. I can deal with 350R if absolutely necessary. I can kick his ass. And the problem with locking up the Gladius, one of them, is that I'll only get one of the... I'll get one of them not shooting at me because I'm able to keep them at arm's length, and the other one has got free fire on me. It's a good example of why you always should have a wingmate when you fly with these things, because, yeah, right now the 350R is really kicking my ass, and it's because I can't deal with two fights at the same time. I know I had my chance to run. I know. Okay, he's getting locks on me, so I need to... Okay, right, there he goes. He's down. Good. The problem is I've now got the 350R that's got me locked up. Ooh, what's attacking me? Ooh, what's attacking me? Ooh. Ow. What's attacking me? That's what's attacking me, because that's why they got 2 of them. See, that's the reason I don't go for comm arrays these days, is because there's always somebody there, and inevitably what you'll get is somebody that, because someone's there, it'll just spawn you 3 extras. I mean, I know the F-7Z is a tank, but it can't really deal with that kind of punishment. Oh, it's because my coupled is disengaged. Right, so I think the best option we've got is to go to Kovalex and see whether we can play with them and see what happens.
Hey, traveler. Thanks for stopping by Cryastro.
No worries.
Tires repair, refueled, and restocking one-stop solution.
Mm-hmm.
Cryastro offers competitive rates on quantum fuel. Would you like to refill your tank?
You offer the only rates on quantum fuel. You're the only guys that do it. Hopefully the in-game economy will give us a few more options for quantum fuel, which is great. But right now I'm not interested in... Well, I am interested in a little bit of quantum fuel. It's just right now I'm purely more interested in what you can do for me in terms of repair and quantum fuel. There we go. Whew, it is getting hot in here, but I'm not going to take off all my clothes, because that would be weird, and it's banned by Twitch. Would be very weird, and it is kind of banned by Twitch.
You're good to go. Thanks for choosing Cryastro.
Okay, thank you. Will do. Disengage coupled, push forward. I know, every microcosm, everybody wants 3.0. I can't lift up my landing gear. Should we just see what 626 is? And if that fails, what we'll do is we'll go to Kovalex. 625. Here we go. 625. Are we going to get any better? Any better results? Anything at all? And boom. It is disconnected. And there's already a player at it. Yep, we're going to Kovalex. And Kovalex is... Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Kovalex. Ooh, sugar. Focus, Des. I think I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to... Oh no, there it is. Right. Now that I'm desperately trying to avoid missiles being thrown in my general direction, I'm going to get a Kovalex. That's the best way. Only Uvacatis, are they? Yeah, that's true. Subscribers do get second wave after the avocados. Right, okay, so for those that aren't aware of what Kovalex is, I'll walk you through the process. There's currently nobody there as far as I can see. I'm sure you do. But we will have to go inside and have a butcher's hook, because I want to. And there isn't anything you can do to stop me. Okay, well there's currently no ships with an active IR or EM signature. Otherwise my sensors would have picked them up. And there's no cool ships either. So there doesn't look to be anybody here. They're all playing around with the comm arrays, but inevitably what's going to happen is as soon as the comm arrays are clear, they'll all come flying over here. Oh, come on, stop it. I think what's happening is that the client's desyncing from the server, and so my inputs aren't being registered fully by the system. I'm going to blame that, but it could be these sticks. I'll have to test them out. They weren't doing that this morning. It was working perfectly. Right, so for those that don't know, Kovalex is kind of one of these story mission areas for Star Citizen. The ICC missions are a bit of a placeholder mission structure. This has got a bit more exposition. I'm going to be quiet whilst these play. Right, okay, so I talked over the... I'm getting stuck on stuff. I talked over the lady while she was doing her introduction. So basically what we've been tasked to do is to make sure that the lady that hired us, her husband has been, she believes, falsely accused of damaging Kovalex property and has subsequently been fired for it. She wants to make sure that this wasn't the case. So she wants us to go and investigate this abandoned Kovalex station, pick up all of these and find the one that says that her husband is not guilty.
Hey babe, I just got the package you sent. That's $1 million for the Moby mod. It is incredible. Sorry for the noise. The crew surprised me with a
Right.
shindig.
So this is Darnell.
Holy shit, is that a bottle of Esquire? How did you afford this?
More drinking.
Jeez, Darnell, look, just one. Maybe a sip. There we go.
Right.
Hey, look, I'm gonna get back to it, but let me know how your dissertation is going. Anyway, I love you and I miss you. Thank you again for the present. Bye, babe.
Bye-bye. Right, so Darnell has been drinking. Is he the cause of the problems?
Where the hell have you been? Your shift started 3 hours ago.
I know. Sorry. I did a breakdown of the current power flow
there's another player here.
Okay. Hey, just be careful.
Will do.
Right.
Keep a close eye on it.
Sounds good. You sure you're okay? You sound terrible.
Yeah. It was Scott's birthday last night, so we were all up a little later than we should have been.
Alright. Let me know when you're finished running the test.
Will do.
Yep. Okay, right. So that suggests if we upload that evidence now, that will suggest that Darnell is responsible for the problem. He is drunk whilst running tests and other expensive procedures on these ships and, well, on this station, and has caused problems. Now, what most people don't know, or at least new players don't know, is that you can grab 2 extra data pads. The one data pad's located there, on the other side of the complex where you pop in. And the other one is located under here. Ew. That's not one there, even though it looks like one, it's not. It's a door panel. Now, there is another ship firing in this area, which usually suggests the players in this area, so we might be getting into an engagement, and I'm going to get shouted at in a wanted level because I shot somebody without saying hi. Just quickly checking chat, and no one seems to be talking about being at Covalex, so hopefully... Oh, well, speaking of, there he is. I mean, I could be an asshole and just go straight up behind him and shoot him in the back. He already knows there's another person here because there's an F7C. Oh, come on, doors, open. Currently the doors don't want to seem to open, so we're going to have to meet him head on, and it's going to scare the crap out of him. But yeah, for those that don't know, you could upload the evidence straight there, and that would implicate Darnell, and you'd get 1,500 UEC in. Thank you very much, that's it. I'm a bit on edge now, seeing as there's another player in this area, and I know there's another player in this area. So if I'm going to go quiet for a moment, this is why. Now, the other thing you can do because if he's going to be anywhere, he's going to be here. Be very quiet. We're hunting players. I'm sure he knows where to go. I'm just going to very quickly boost to the end of the corridor, assuming my computer doesn't lag out. That's not him, that's a piece of rebar. Ooh, my little heart is going like the clappers. Now the poor little dude is probably stuck somewhere up here. Actually, why am I doing this? Why am I just not grabbing the evidence and running? Okay, it's not this one. That's the one with the gun in. This is the one with the data pad, and you just need to be very careful. Oh, come here. Quick, 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 Des, come on. Come on, open the door. No, don't bug out on me, come on. Come on, open the door. There we go, right. Just need to be quick now. Oh, it's not in that one, it's the one with the gun in it. Bugger. Right. I'm so paranoid. Because he now knows I'm here. Come on, grab it. No. Sugar. Well, at least I'm safe from the guy. Right.
I set the routine to bypass the monitoring protocol.
See, this is the problem now with this door.
Should go through, no problem. Just be ready at the drop, all right?
The
By the way, had to change over the security stuff.
the thing is bugged, so you can't open it again when you get stuck inside. The trick is to try and grab that data pad before it shuts on you. But right now, we are currently at the mercy of the door trigger system as to whether we can get this door to open again. And as far as I can tell, there's multiple ways to do it. You can approach the door, sort of rub yourself up against it. The other option is to try and trigger it from in here with the door panel, but somehow I don't think that's going to work. I think this is going to be the end, guys. Oh no. Come on. Open. Open. Rub my face against it. It'll open. See, there's the door panel. It's going access denied. Even though I'm inside the building. Come on. I mean, we can try the pass-through glitch. No, not even turning around is going to get me through that door. Come on. Come on. Open. Open. This is a known bug, by the way, guys, so don't worry about it. In the past, it has opened for me sometimes, and other times it's not opened at all. Oh, it's actually not the Devastator shotgun, it's the energy rifle. Or did I pick up the energy rifle and discard the shotgun? Or is the shotgun in here? Where did the shotgun go? I definitely had a shotgun, didn't I? Is it up here? There was definitely something floating around in here, and I've probably knocked it underneath the cabinet and glitched it through the floor and done everything else to it that I probably shouldn't have done. If this is making you sick, I'm sorry. Well, I've got the energy rifle, not the Devastator shotgun. I thought I got the Devastator. I should have realised my mistake and realised I only had the energy rifle. Come on, open! I think I'm gonna have to suicide and respawn Olisar and come and upload the evidence at the end. But yeah, there you go. That's how to complete the yeah, this is how to complete the Kovalex mission. So I'm just going to commit suicide, and someone else can find my body and my energy rifle in there whilst I sprawl out on the floor. Glitching. I really hope that's fixed in 3.0, or at least it's something happens to it, because it's kind of annoying when that happens. You get to right to the end of the mission, you bust a nut wondering whether you'll find an enemy player, and then for some inexplicable reason you just get stuck inside that apartment. Oh, it's frustrating. Now, from what I could see, the F7C was still sticking around there, so hopefully I can just recall it with no cost, which would be nice. I'm quite hoping that I can recall it without any cost. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed what you've seen, don't forget to hit that follow button. It helps me out a lot. Lets me know that you're interested in the channel. If you are getting to if you're only seeing the end of this stream, then don't forget you can always check out my YouTube channel. I'm not currently popular enough on YouTube to get my own youtube.com/DesicanOwl link. But if you search for Desican Owl, you should find me. And I upload all of my Star Citizen streams there, so they're all raw, unedited. If you're watching this on YouTube and you got to this point, hello! It's a me! It's a Des. And it's getting close to 9:45 in the evening, UK time. And you're watching me come to the end of my Star Citizen 2.6.3 stream. But don't worry, like I said, you can catch up on YouTube, or I've got my new streaming date on a Wednesday, 8 till 10 UK. And if you heard that in the mic, hello, scratchy, scratchy. Scratchy clavicles. Okay, let's see whether our friend in Kovalex is going to allow us to land there without causing a fuss. Need to boost to Olisar. I'm sorry, Cryastro. Come on. And the Boopski. And I've not found any solid way of cancelling this. I can just sort of spam the buttons. There we go. Yes, Gamescom is in August. I think it's August the 20th. That should be good. We'll have a bunch of, hopefully a bunch more information on Star Citizen, which should be fantastic. We're looking forward to Star Citizen 3.0 in July, which is nice. It's going to give us a whole bunch more planets and things to explore. Other than that, yeah, it'll just be me and a couple of other dedicated streamers uploading and showing Star Citizen playthroughs. I understand I'm trespassing on Kovalek's private property. Ooh, maybe the guy that turned up has left. He did what he thought was the end of the mission. Oh, hello. There's a target. Hello. Who is this that I see before me? Is it by any chance Paragon Greenie? Is it Paragon? I think it's Paragon. Actually, no. I'm gonna dogfight him. If he's still here, I'll dogfight him. It's gonna net me a wanted level, but I think that's the perfect way to end the stream, is to just run rings around him and hope he dies. Unless, of course, he strafe runs me here, which is also a thing. It could happen. Yep, he's gonna strafe run me. Come on, target him. Target lock him. I can see him. Why is he not targeting locking? Well, he did 0 damage to me, which is standard. It's not target locking him. Because I've got my throttle set to 0, it's not target locking him. I know exactly what he's done. He's jumped on here thinking I'll be going straight back to Kovalek's. Oh, come on, you little bugger. Allow me to target him. I'm not... Oh, wow. Why am I not able to target lock you? For some reason, I can't lock you. That's really bizarre. Why can't I lock you? It's bizarre and slightly frustrating, actually. And none of my controls are responding to anything. There we go. That was really annoying. Because I spotted him, he attacks me, and then I can't lock him. Oh, that's really disappointing. Okay, so at least we're both mutual. So what did you do? Did you just end up running to Kovalek's? Because there we go. Now I've got a target lock. Let's go destroy. Oh, you can't fire a missile from that range and expect it to hit. You just can't. It's not possible. No way will you be able to hit me. You're a mouse and keyboard player. Oh no, you're not gonna get me lock on that one. What? Oh no, come on, wake up. am I getting blackouts and greyouts from this? This is bizarre. No, you're not going to be able to get me, dude. No. Come on. Come on. Dude, don't even try and missile lock me. It's not going to work. I just got so much maneuverability. See? Yeah, and you're running out of missile compliments now, aren't you? And this is only 2 of my CF 227s. Come on, just give up now. I can toy with you for ages, man. Oh, come on, weapons. Fire at him. For some reason, my weapons are really not happy with what I'm doing. At the moment, I'm just draining power. My sticks are all over the place. I will admit you're making it a challenge for me. It's a fun challenge, but come on, dude. I've taken your shields down multiple times. It's just I need to get that killing blow when my guns are actually playing ball with me and not. Oh, come on. The problem is I'm now because I was afterburning. I'm now having to lock him up. Oh, come on, I'm over the lead pip. How am I not hitting him? Seriously? Alright, I need to get closer to him because he's currently pulling away from me. Every time I boost, I'm losing that G-safe option, which is what I need to... Come on. Well, because he's run out of missiles now, so he's lost his only way to be able to hit me. Which is of some small comfort, because... Oh, you have still got a few missiles. Yeah, but see, they're heat missiles, so they're not going to target me unless I'm... And the frames. Because I've respawned my ship, because I had to die to be able to do this, I've not got any of my guns linked. Oh, come on, kill this sucker. See, this is why I'm not such a good pilot at the moment. The problem here is I'm quite quickly burning through all of my ammunition. Oh, I've burnt through all my boost as well. That explains why I can't recorrect very easily. On the bright side, it is meaning that I'm no longer blacking out so badly, but... There we go. There's the money shot. Oh, you got a shot on me, but you haven't got me yet, buddy. And that's called J fighting. So what I'm doing there is I'm cutting him off. Whenever he tries to turn, he gets an angle on me, I instantly turn away from him. So I'm constantly re-evaluating my position. See, the problem, the errors you're making, Paragon, is you're getting really close to me. Which is allowing me to set up these really nice strafing runs on you. Problem is I'm getting complacent, which is... Stop flying in a straight line! Stop flying in a straight line! And if you're mouse and keyboarding it, there's no point in trying to decouple. Because I'm just going to run rings straight around you. Ugh, I need to move my arm. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to move my flight stick closer. I also need to let my boost build back up, because god dang, I'm currently... failing hard. My guy keeps passing out. Well, yeah, you got your G-safe off, that's why. You're trying to hit a mobile target. And with these sticks, I'm incredibly mobile. See, all I've got to do is just ever so slightly... How you got this many missiles? Seriously, dude. Ooh, he got me with a missile. Very good. Very good. That was a rookie mistake on my part. There's no point in firing from that distance, dude. You're not going to hit me. And I imagine your reticule's going to appear right about there. Why have I got so little boost? That's my issue. Is I don't remember wasting that much boost on you. No, there's no point. We're not going to be able to make contact in this position. I'm going too fast. Yeah, I really should be rocking with something like Mantis repeaters to punch straight through your armor. Dude, don't sit still. Don't sit still. How have you got this many missiles? Seriously, what have you got? What have you stuffed your F7C with? Missile pods or what? Blood nader. Ah, you got a little bit of a shot on me. That's not bad. I really need to just finish you off. Come on. Oh, losing feeling to my arms. There's hints and tips, people. Don't stick your HOTAS on the desk. It really fucks with your arms. Oh, why can't I take your shields down? Seriously? Right, okay, fuck this. Screw this for a game of soldiers. I'm... Sorry guys if I'm not talking. Boom! Took entirely too long. That took way too long to do. I mean, oh gosh. Sorry about that, guys. That did take a while. It took, to be honest, that took longer than it probably should have done. Great work taking off my left hand, my port wing, because that's what really crippled me. That's what really did cripple me. And I think we're bang on time for scheduling end. So, oh gosh, sorry I didn't talk during that entire section. I was desperately trying to think. Anyway, right, so we're going to do what's customary, and we will destroy the ship as a victory. Self-destruct initiated. And in 7 seconds, we will say goodbye to the F7C. 3, 2, 1. Explosion for you guys. There we go. Yep, that took way too long. At the end, we just ended up circle strafing each other, which is where I came down to Paragon's level of mouse and keyboard, where I was just strafing around in one direction. My mind just went blank. Oh, that was you in the shipping hub earlier too. Oh, you see, I was thinking that I could have got you. I don't go on drawn, so you didn't shoot on sight, though. I've watched your streams. I know how evil you are. Well, they always start it. They always start it. But yeah, when I came down to the level of mouse and keyboard when we were just strafing around, that was when you were able to shoot the wing off, and it was really good for you to bring me down to that level, because that really screwed me over. What then I started to do was I started to come up and start circling around you, so whenever you pointed at me, I always came up above you to get the biggest shot. Had I been sensible and I grouped all my 3 weapons, because I've got 3 badges, not 3 badges, 3 Panthers, so I would have had 3 weapons firing at you, which probably would have ended you a lot sooner, but because I forgot to do that, I was only firing with two weapons without the one on the third, so there you go, that's my fault, but I'm happy that I managed to win, because it has vindicated the X56s somewhat. Anyway, enough talk from me. It's way past the end time. I should have finished this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you very much for Paragon Greeny for stepping in to provide a very enjoyable end to that. My arms are killing me, so I definitely have to move these somewhere a bit different next time. Yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to hit that follow button. It helps me out a lot. If you like what you saw, also don't forget to promote me on social medias, on Twitch streams. If you got a Twitch stream of your own, if you can give me an auto host, that'd be greatly appreciated. The next opportunity you'll get to see me is on a Wednesday. That's a Wednesday between 8 and 10, where I'll be on here again. I might be able to get Paragon Greeny if he's interested. We might be able to do a VoIP chat. So yeah, Paragon, hit me up on Twitter later or Discord if you're interested in doing that. And I think that is it. Oh, well, if you miss the stream at any point, you can catch it up on YouTube. Just search Desigan Owl, and you should be able to find my videos. If you follow me on Twitter, my link is down there. You'll keep up to date with all my social stuff, so you'll know when I'm streaming. But my stream is pretty solid these days. So yeah, every Monday and Wednesday, 8 till 10 UK. So until then, guys, stay safe in the verse. Remember to carry at least 3 guns with you, 1 in your pocket, 1 on your ship, and 1 in your mind to stay straight firing, shooting it straight and true. Anyway, take it easy, guys. I will catch you later. See you in the verse. And bye-bye from Desigan now.